morning sun, how are you? Skies above. Gee, it's great to be alive and love.
And happy Monday to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, I'd like to share some good news on a few fronts. So let's just start. Okay, where am I? So, congratulations to a new Business Central MVP, Yoon Chu. If you have not heard of him, you should be following him, which I'll share his links in a moment. So he has written a whopping 361 blog posts in the last year. And let me tell you, that is not easy. One, it's not easy to write any particular blog post. It's very time consuming. And if you've seen his blog posts, I can guarantee you they took over an hour. I'm just based on my experience, they had to have taken over an hour each to do because there's screenshots, there's videos, there's code samples, and they're pages long. So let's say that's 2 hours conservatively per blog post. Over 700 hours of effort in the last year to create 361 blog posts on Business Central and related technologies. I mean, hats off to you. It's a lot of work. Makes me tired just thinking about it. So he was awarded MVP this year, and congratulations. So as you may, if you've seen my other videos, I've frequently recommended his blog posts, very helpful. I come across them regularly in Google searches and refer to them to figure out, okay, can I do this? How do I do this? And some nice examples about how certain things work. So definitely check it out, and congratulations. And, he didn't rest on his laurels. He got this award, and what does he do? He creates another blog post today. So today, he has a blog post, Dynamics 365 Business Central Date Time Dialogue. So go check out this blog post, follow him on Twitter, and there's his blog URL. So fantastic stuff. Congratulations. Welcome to the fam. And I look forward to many more blog posts and videos and helpful resources in the future. And also look forward to seeing some speaking presentations at conferences. Well, congratulations. So in addition to having a new MVP, previously I talked about InPerson Conferences and two U.S. conferences, I believe, that are being planned in the United States. And I asked for other conferences on Twitter, and I totally missed this. For some reason, I was confused and thought this was canceled, but I was incorrect. The Directions EMEA 2021 conference is being planned for October in Milan, Italy. So that's great. Check out directionsforpartners.com. October coming up very soon. And I'd love to go to Milan, but practically, that's a long trip for me. But if you're in Europe, obviously many Business Central and Nav folks are in Europe. So, hey, that sounds pretty cool. And in addition to the European conference, there is also planning for the Directions Asia 2022 conference in April. So April 28th, 29th in Bangkok, Thailand. Very cool city. I would love to go there. So if you're in the Asia area and you're able to make it in April, fantastic. Now, obviously, hopefully things have calmed down by then. Who knows? But they are working on the schedules, the agendas. Registration for Asia opens up on January 1st. Directions EMEA for Milan, I believe registration is already open. So if you are able to attend, that would be great. Very cool. So those conferences are proceeding. So it looks like we're slowly trying to figure out how to do things in real life nowadays. So that's excellent. And my friend Shannon Mullins tweeted about this conference, which I was completely unaware of. I've never heard of this one before, South Coast Summit. I don't know if this is new or, yeah, it looks like it's been held before. But South Coast Summit, 15th and 16th of October in Aegeus Bowl, Southampton. I don't know if I'm saying right, but that is in the UK in person, and it is free, which is interesting. So that is a free in-person event. So that's pretty cool. And it's described as the Microsoft Cloud Technology Conference, or a Microsoft Cloud Technology Conference. So right up our alley. I saw some, for some reason, my network is blocking the agenda. It's using a third-party sessionized web service to display the sessions, and I can't view them. So I need to figure out what's blocking it on my crazy network. But I did see a reference to Power Platform on there. Hopefully they have several Dynamics 365 flavors. I don't know what the focus will be, if it'll be CE, F&O, BC, etc. But hopefully there are some Business Central sessions there. So if you're in UK or in Europe, check it out. Yeah, 75 days away. So busy time. So let's see, that's 15th, 16th of October, and then 27th, 29th. So you could hop over to the UK, check out the South Coast Summit, and then head on over to Milan, Italy, do some shopping, enjoy the sights to check out Directions EMEA. Sounds like a nice little fall, October vacation plans. Okay, so that's pretty much it on the conference side so far, unless there's others I'm missing. There are probably a few others. So just thought I'd mention, I'm a huge fan of Azure Functions. I just think they're super cool, super neat technology. I love the idea of microservices. If you've had to build and maintain an entire web service platform, multiple web service calls with the server hosting, IaaS, ASP.NET, ASP.NET Core, whatever your platform is, it could be a lot of work setting up all that plumbing and just all the infrastructure just to get to the point where you can create a web service endpoint. Well, Azure Functions is super neat in that you can fire up Visual Studio or VS Code and in a few minutes have a web service endpoint. It'll be a hello world, something like that, but all the infrastructure is taken care of. So that's really nice. So I love it for that reason, and just the convenience and simplicity and the kind of the microservice architecture. So I'm working on something as a research project to figure out how to do certain things and integrate it with Business Central. So I am following this guide, getting started with Azure Functions. I've never done one in VS Code before, so it's a little bit different, and I had some problems. For whatever reason, certain extensions in VS Code just weren't working, and it was like, took me 2 hours to figure out what the problem was. I uninstalled and reinstalled the extensions, and it worked fine. So very strange. But now that I have the function, just a hello world function set up, I'm starting to work on that and kind of dust off the cobwebs of C# and VS Code and Azure Functions and get something working. And then the next step is to figure out how to call an Azure function from Business Central. So in AL, I want to be able to call a Business Central function, do some stuff in .NET or .NET Core that I can't easily do in Business Central, and have it return whatever the results are. So that's what I'm working on. Going to jump back into that today. So yeah, should be interesting. So if you are interested in kind of extending Business Central with Azure Functions and all the web service capabilities that that offers, and a full C# .NET Core stack where you don't have the, some of the understandable security limitations imposed on AL in terms of accessing certain things and calling .NET Core functions, check it out. So I'm going to see how it works, figure out some pros and cons, probably run into some limitations, but that's what I'm working on now. So with that quick update, wow, I think that might have been a record for me. Yeah, well, let me just end it off with final congratulations to Yoon-Ju on new MVP. So have a good Monday. Enjoy. How do I get back to the end now? There we go. Okay, have a good one.
Good morning, sun.